Hello, this is Willie with the Basement Kings. We are in Sachse, Texas, where the house is getting water in the crawl space, where it's literally anywhere between 10 to 12 inches of water on the inside every time it rains. And we were sent to diagnose why and to remediate as much as possible. So we got all the water out inside, and then it rained, and then most of the water came back. So what we did was we excavated around the outside to double check the condition of the foundation, and found that there was a gap at the bottom where it's open, where it looked like foundation repair. Instead of for them filling it in with concrete, they just simply shoved dirt in there and then piled it up on the side of the house. So we excavated it and then filled in the bottom, down at the bottom, with concrete, and then we sealed it with waterproofing along with the foundation. So now you can see when the water collects, see this end right here, it dried out. And over here, it's maybe a quarter of an inch of water this morning. So you can see what it looks like. So, and that is because we put a pump out here. We just removed it just now, and we could still see that the water now on the other side is totally dry. Now, you see it? Now, if we go over to the other side, all we did was dig it out to see how dry it would be, to check that foundation wall, and we discovered the homeowner said that there was foundation repair on that side, but not on this side. We check it. We don't just take everybody's word. And when we excavated it, water that was on the inside, you see here, that means it's closed on this side. But as we move further and further down, we see a ton of water. And I don't know if you can see it, so let's get really close. See, the water's moving. That water, where's it coming from? It's not coming from the outside. The water's coming from the inside of the crawl space. And now it's coming in. See that hole? I'll get a little bit closer. See it? See that gap? That tells us that there's a very good chance that that's the way it is all the way down. We would have to excavate this dirt more, fill it in with concrete, and waterproof the base to keep the water from coming out. And you see all this area is full of water. So this area is full of water. Why? There's no gutters. So all the water falls here, which is a lot. But look next door. Their downspouts are coming here, and that downspout is coming in. So that means all the water from the neighbor is coming here. Their water is falling here. So the water standing on the outside, and this area had foundation repair, though they didn't know, maybe the previous owner. With that break in the bottom, somebody excavated it and unsealed it from the bottom, and water is able to, what we call, undermine. The water is able to come in under the foundation, which means we are going to need maybe a drain on the outside with a pump to make sure this area stays dry, and maybe a French drain here down in the center that'll run through and run out. See where the water is? And run out that way. So the water won't be piling here. And the next big rain, if that's done, will tell us if water is coming in also through the front where the bushes are, because look at this front yard. See? Grass doesn't want to grow here because it's wet. Most likely it stays wet, as you can see. See? But after excavating here, it's totally dry. So the chances are that this foundation here is sitting well enough to where this does not need to be there's no drain need to be here other than just the waterproofing that's on here, and it'll stay dry. So that means the chances are after the next big rain, if there's a drain and all this water is primarily removed, then that tells us that they're going to need at minimum a drain on the inside of the crawl space if they want it to be dry. Other than that, the water will be low inside, but it won't be flooded because currently the water inside the crawl space is higher than the foundation wall. This way, the water will be somewhere down near here. So it tells us we have to decide on, do we want any water at all, or how dry do we want it on the inside? And that would be an encapsulation. So let's get busy.